shalom, shalom, shalom. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing today? Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath. See what y'all doing today, what y'all getting into. Woke up with the number 11. 5:33. And I'm going to keep it 1,000. I don't want to do no video. Y'all don't like to donate. I'll keep it 1,000. Put the coffee together. Put that right there. I ain't got that. I'll keep 1,000. I don't want to make a video. It ain't causing no magic spell. It ain't causing somebody's voodoo bullshit working. It ain't cause I ain't got no man or this or that. It ain't none of that. You niggas don't like donations for some reason. You go off to your job, or to your family, and to your crew, to your churches, and you discuss my information and whatever, put it in, and now I put it in there. I knew y'all discussed me. But you don't donate. I don't understand that part. But you use the information for good or bad. You get healed if you were stupid, and then when you shared it, now you found out that you're a little smarter than you was before. But you give $1 now. And if you was already on a plateau and you had some new information that nobody else wanted to hear, and then you use our shit to confirm why you the top guy in your class, wherever the fuck you at, you don't give $1. All of Africa is about to be saved by the information we've been given for the past 5 years. And all of Africa speak millions of languages called Afro-Asiatic, where we speak millions of languages, and in the full-blooded Africans, they got their millions of languages, dialogues too. So that's what's about to happen. Millions get saved. I mean, Yahweh gets all the glory, because that's what I always wanted. Mission accomplished. It's growing. And Yahweh's going to get all the glory. Not Jesus and no fucking anybody else. Cool. Awesome. Dapperlicious.com. Flower paper. But you motherfuckers, y'all hate donating to a motherfucker, man. I tell you. Why do y'all hate me so much? Why out of all that motherfuckers on the planet that's raped, killing, they get book deals and shit? And that's funny because I had to tell a person, it was a fire truck guy. Awesome spirit. Awesome man. And the fact that when he and I was talking, color of his skin never even crossed our minds. You know that Facebook? Since everybody trying to restrict my page and shit. ghost, whatever the fuck, the ghost band me and shit. We know that ain't gonna work. Cause most I ain't gonna let it work. Cause we ain't out to abuse the purpose of social media in the first place. It was to make connections across the world to make a better life for humanity. Now it's become a better life for individualists. It's all about me. I ain't got to be on top of the pyramid. I get to be on top. I am ha man or woman. Ha. I am a male. I am rich. I am poor. I am white and I am black. I am all this and a bag of chips. And that. Give me that too. And a bag of chips. Heavenly Father, we thank you for waking us up. We say happy Abba Day. We say good day to you. As you protect us as we sit in our houses and meditate on your word and live your word. We ask your permission to become the living word according to your divine will, because we know that we got a bunch of fake living words. And because you said, in our words breathe life and death, and all our words have power, not just a few made up prophets. Father, we ask for your divine tongue, your divine nature. We ask that your creation confirm it, that when we speak it, creation, manifestation, and you will all be on one accord. We ask for divine wisdom to ring her bell, to define what liberty is, and not fail. Father, yeah, we ask for protection from the seen and unseen, heard and unheard, felt and unfelt, spoken and unspoken, thought of and unthought of, created, what's not created. We ask for your protection, man. We ask your protection from ourselves. We ask you for protection for what we know and for what we don't know. Father, I ask that grant me permission to speak to your children, to walk your earth. Just some of the different energies that you may be glorified, that we may heal from this virus, the spiritual virus. And feed us your divine manna from heaven. And the outpouring of your spirit. And the ears to hear. We ask for those audience, those who go to watch this, help them to share it. Research it. Our pros, but I come. Oh, and Father Yah, we ask that you protect us from our enemies, seen, unseen, known, unknown, felt, unfelt. We know they're around. We ask that whatever they want for us, let it be on them for all eternity. Because we're in an age where everybody knows better. They can find you, they can read about you, they can research any day, time of night, whether they're having sex, drugs, money, or hugs, whatever humanity's doing. Everybody has access to wisdom. By the power of the Holy Spirit I come, and to the prophets before me and after me, I humbly say that. Hope everybody let's have a dap day. Dap you up. Bop. 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 No more traps. They're real. Let's get to this. What we're doing now, we're going to break down the video. Alright? We're going to break down this video. The Island of Witches. And the real story about Jesus, we told y'all, that there was witches who had an island full of pigs. And so when the demons said, send us back to the pigs, send us into the water, they were swimming back to their island. It wasn't actually drowning. They were going back to the island. So he sent them home. Their work was not needed because there's a competition amongst magicians. Like in the days of Noah, so it was like in the days of Moses, and so like in the days of Maccabees, so like in the days of the remnants of the Maccabees, aka the Jesuses, plural, and the Peters, plural, and the Timothys, plural, and all these plethoras of religious fairy tales and stories. And if you figure after so many of them, you say, fuck it, put it all in the book and tell them that's it. There's no more Muhammad, there's no more Jesus, retire this shit. Because if you keep reading history, you'll find out everything becomes mundane. And if you are a ruling class, you have to spice it up a little bit. Sprinkle a little shit here. Jesus used to be black, now he's white. Muhammad used to be red, now he's yellow. And then you put it together, you got a black, white, red, yellow, and a green strip on everybody's flag or some type of star. There's a pattern when you look at national flags. There's patterns between red, white, and blue, and yellow, black, and green. There's a pattern with these frequencies. And one of the main patterns you're going to find out with this, while the Queen of England has red and white, and why the Masons of America use red and white. Now, for the Hebrew Muslim side, when we say the red and white, I mean the red and blue, I apologize. The blue would be oxygen, or represents water in the body. Red will represent blood. And when the water, blue, and the red, white get together, I mean, and the blue get together, you have a reaction that feeds life. So that white would be breath. That makes sense. But when you take black and white and put it on a physical structure, like a building, you call a person a building or a corpse. And you call them, hey, that's a dead corpse. That's a dead building. They say, well, what you mean? Well, one, this building has no piping. You talk to this human building, it has no real God. It's an empty building. So what you do, you find something to worship in the building. You go to a full, you find Jesus, Muhammad, anything in that building, and you get a lot of people to come in. You get one person with all this energy, and you'll tell them about Jesus, Muhammad, and all these, and they'll go out into the world and spread that until they die. See the habeas corpus? See the corpse or the corporations? See the motivation behind the flow of moneta, capital, human capitalism. And slavery by consent. So it's easier to kill you by your own words and about what you want. It's more, what they would say, humane. Because you're a corpse, you're dead. You have no God. It's like a building has no people or worship. Useless. So what we're going to do, we're going to put Islam, Jesus, Isa, on the hot seat. We're going to show you that Islam, moon worship, and Christian sun worship comes rooted from here when it comes to America. I've never seen this video before, but it had some familiarity, some familiar shit in it. Let me pull my phone up. I'm going to show you something. Find this photo real quick for you. I gotta find a way for all these damn doubles, man. This is messed up, Google. Shit. Got it. stick of Lord. This is it right here. Remove this photo. Let's look at it. Remove this photo. But we'll do it like this. See your hands and feet? What they do to people? That's Jesus. This is what they use to conjure up the man dying on the cross. This was made up. Wait till y'all watch this. Remove this. We're going to get into that. What? It's going to make y'all sick. It's going to make you sick, man. It's going to make you sick. It's going to make you sick. Let's see, y'all ready to go on this ride, y'all. Y'all ready to go on this ride? I need to brush my motherfucking teeth. That's what I need to do. Everything tastes nasty. Nasty tastes nasty. You know that's bad when you wake up and nasty tastes nasty. Nasty is like, motherfucker, if you don't brush your tongue, look, everything tastes fucked up. The hell is this? What's that in my cup? Man, that better not be a bunch of brownies. You mad as hell. I ain't got milk to do that with. That's coffee ground. I don't mind drinking coffee ground. I put milk. You did not. You did not put no sugar in your coffee, cause motherfucking tongue stank. And that's why it don't taste right. Alright. Alright. Let's get it. Big up to CMU University, Carnegie Mellon University. I want to say big ups to the community of Carnegie, man. Y'all so clean, man. I love it out there, Carnegie and surrounding communities like that. Man, where you just go, Crafton, they got a community up around there, man. The community went and paved their own motherfucking streets. They paid for their own playground, and they paved their own community streets. Big ups, Crafton, and Green Tree, and Carnegie. Awesome. That, hey. Wish a nigga would. Wish you would. And I don't mean Y-O-W. Y, can't even spell this shit. I wish a nigga would. That Y-O-U-W-O-U-L-D. But I wish you would, nigga. Y-E-W-U-W-O-O-D. That's the curse on a person. You would. I'm telling you about these witches, man. Oh man, you gonna find out what a Jew is in a minute. You're gonna be like, damn. All this time, yeah. Grandma, granddad, Eastern Star Masons. They say even the elect, the false Christ will mislead. They said that he would mislead even the elect, this false Messiah. And it never said if he had ever existed tangibly. But the idea of a he in 1,000 people, he definitely exists. Like a demon. There's a bunch of us that represents one idea. And that's a Jesus type. An Isa type. Their Savior. For their people, their land. Because the commandments prior to the actual Torah didn't come until before the scattering of Israel. I mean, after the scattering of Israel and Ishmael. That this prophet competition is a competition for prophets. That's why Moses' magic is forbidden. Because he took down Kemet. Oh! Pan-African don't want to talk about that. The Pan-African Christian don't want to talk about the magicians of Kemet versus the magician. Well, not the magician, but the messengers of On. That's what it was called in Egypt. That's what it's called now, On. But if some of you want to use the Greek, we'll say Heliopolis. You have the Book of the Dead. We have the Book of the Sun. And you put the Book of a Dead Man on top of the Sun Book, called the New King James Bible. And it has to be updated every so many generations. It has to be revised. Because the magic spell only lasts for so long. That's why there's new versions of it. That's why the word says, of God, I don't change. I might change niggas like shoes, because I am a shoe of victory. I'm a God of all victories. Not a statue or an idea. I'm going to invoke my right to fair use act. Facebook and other content creators, whatever. Because you're using my shit and you're getting paid for it. And here I keep getting all these motherfucking strikes and copyrights, and people been copyrighting the shit out of mine. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, federal government, and the universe. Abba, is that true? Please confirm that. They create billions in societies out of your creation, what you've given us. And yet, they have not given your messenger not one motherfucking dollar for your divine information and your divine healing. So we'd like to invoke, once again, Fair Use Act, that we can use other people's shit like they use mine. Stop trying to copyright all my shit, motherfuckers. You motherfuckers use other people's skits and music genres and different shit all motherfucking day. We doing Michael Jackson shit, Prince and your commercials, all that shit. Doppelgangers, copy, food, everything is copied. The fuck out of here, copyright my balls. I'm invoking my spiritual energy and power to exist on all dimensions and planes of existence. Fuck y'all. Stop copyrighting my shit. My shit's unique, the message is unique. And I use y'all bullshit to pull out the truth. Because what you already doing is made everything worse. So we use what you use to make shit worse. We make it better. Now, if anybody can say anything in contrast to what I'm saying, when I just said that statement, could be BASF. Because their jingle is, we don't make your shit, nigga. You demon motherfuckers. We just make it better. Dapperlicious.com. Where we bless daps. No more traps. Let's get back to this fly paper. Dapperlicious.com. Hosea Homo. Cash out. Matter of fact, I'm going to find a way to put my cash out. I got a picture of my cash out. Let me see. I better have it. Hold up. I'm going to get my cash out picture of my cash. Oh shit. I need to put two of them. Cash out for it. Movies. That's not what I was looking for. My cash shot. Which I ain't got it on me. Nope. Now, a summary of Christian doctrine. You'll see what we see there. That is a triune runes Viking, Iceland, Christmas, January, winter solstice celebrations, death of the earth when it's no fruit on the trees. This is a time of death. Why? Because it's in its they're living in the third dimension of the seasons. One is summer, spring. So it goes down, fall. Now they're underground. So they're pushing through the earth because that's the tip of the spear. And when it punctures through life, it opens up the circle, which is a porthole, and the darkness with the triangle is a birth canal or a womb. All right. Let me see if I get another slide. Nope, I guess no slide. Oh shit, I fucked that up. Now, we see Jesus. Oh, what happened to it? Fuck happened to Jesus? Okay, here we go. This is right on time, too. This is right on time. Oh, it's just not coming up, man. What the hell? I gotta smoke some treacles, man, cause shit just, this forever shit, man. What the hell did that? Shit. What are we doing? What happened? Alright, we'll go with this. Alright. Now, you see what they're doing. Now, look at this witchcraft. New Eve. So that means Eve is no longer earth tone. This Eve, this story, and this history, they've learnt from the original story. Here's the whole plan of the devil. Right here. Mary's role in God's plan of salvation. Now we know Yah is not a God. He is the, we say he because he germs. He's a seed. He plants the thought of creation. There is no man or woman or male or female if it's not been created. But since the Most High is all things seen and unseen, felt and unfelt, materialized and not materialized, then we can safely say that Yah Allah created gods, plural. And these gods has demigods. And these demigods have demons, devils, this and that, where we get good and evil, competition. And the war between what's balanced and what's not balanced. And this is where boundaries are being pushed, pulled, and somewhat even broken. Because something has a conscience now that feels like, now I got to go beyond my boundaries, so let's go to war. See, that's the only time war is useful is when something conscious decides that it no longer likes its boundaries, so it decides to go beyond its boundaries. Just like the sun, if it went beyond its boundaries to the earth, we will all burn the fuck up. Let's go back to this Son of God going beyond its boundaries and why the earth, man and woman, is crumbling. Because this sun is removing the real sun from the literal earth and the people made of the earth and all things that's in and around it. And so we got two boundaries. We got a push and pull. We have a what they call that, birth pains in the earth. And this birth pain is this new Eve, the mediatrix and mother. Mary's roles in God's plan of salvation. Jesus is God, and Mary's plan of that God's salvation by Tim Staples. Get his book, check it out. Tim Staples marshals the biblical evidence and reveals the critical importance of Mary's unique and powerful role in God's plan. Keyword, God. And we have Mary, we have their pictures, we have the men, we have their plans, iconographies, the book, disc. They have evidence. There's a plan for their salvation. Now, I have a choice and everybody else have a choice. You go get that book and be a part of that plan and that salvation, because they have a new Eve, new salvation, a new God, a whole new perspective on the root of humanity. Because since the black people, the people of the earth, don't want to rule humanity like they're supposed to, they said, fuck it, we will do it. We'll put discs out and things like that. We'll put out mixed tapes. Literally mixed tapes. And they get their songs too. And it clearly states what the church really means in saying that Mary redeemed the human race together with Christ. While the church called Mary the new Eve, what it means and why it's significant, what it means to call Mary co-redemptrix, mediatrix, and mother of the church. So Peter's the father, Mary's the mother, so who's the real messenger? Would it be Simon of the Maccabees, who had sex with Miriam? And Joseph just might have been the blood father where the book of Hosea and other salvation books come in at. The book of Maccabees. Read up on all the different Joseph and Simons, and you'll see how Mary and Simon might have been kissing in the tree. And Judah got upset and he hung himself. Or tried to sell him out about the marriage. Because they copied that in England. There's a story about that. About an Islamic prince and an English princess, or vice versa. And the fact that the Catholic Church didn't want any Islamists in their community, at this particular community, they had forbidden their teaching. Oh no, they was teaching Hebrew culture under the disguise of a Jew. And they said, the Catholics said, we can't have your Idumean, Akkadian Persian teachings with our heathen, pagan church ideology. No. They've been hunting for that baby for a long time. So that's why we have this baby issue over the centuries, and baby killing, and baby blood drinking and eating and shit. Like, if we want to have the big child of God, we might as well eat them. So we want to eat their energy. Because in war documents, eating the blood of your enemy gives you their power and access to their bloodline. Because you eating them, they assume that you get the energy. But that doesn't work like that. And so they have to keep eating it, when you get your Vladimir, Dracula, things of that nature. That dream. How Mary's role makes a difference from Christ's role as mediator, a critical distinction missed by many of the church's critics, and much more. Christ is the early, something both not acknowledged and taught Mary's critical part of salvation. However, they're telling millions of people that the new Eve is pale skinned and that she is the hand of God on earth until God touched her womb, right? So now we have a white Jesus coming through some pale-skinned woman one day through genetics, artificial intelligence. They're going to tell you that I am the new white Jesus. Now we have one in Islam. I had the pleasure to talk to one of his followers downtown Pittsburgh. And he was passing out, here's the new Mahdi. That was funny. That was funny. That was funny. Because the imams that I talked to didn't mention this guy. In fact, that imam didn't even mention black American Islamists at all. But they sure pass out the propaganda. Like this right here. More propaganda. You either go to the white pale-skinned Christian, or you go to the white pale-skinned Islam. Isa, Jesus, Christlam. Watch. So we see the efforts in their own history books. A part of me tells me that they didn't do that to us. They did that to those who claimed to be us, but didn't use the rights in the constitutions that we use to stand up for the truth. And so, this is what happened. Because they don't tell this story about how they got this predicament. And why would the Most High let the Romans slaughter so many people practicing what? Witchcraft. And we don't get into that. Because it's the same thing happening today. And then and so we have to make sure that being a race of seers and prophets and messengers is far different than being a nation of witches and warlocks and magicians. And here's a list of everybody that killed us and chased us. There's a list. Reigns of relevant Roman emperors. And if you start here, you'll see how the war, see Titus? Right there in your Bible. Dude was vicious. Matter of fact, let me get you something out of Titus real quick. And what's funny, right? Let me show you this. I knew this is the Bible too. This is why I like this Bible too. In this Bible I got, it gives you the kingdoms of the major events before what you see on the screen. We get Titus out for you. Now, and here, what's that? So I showed you, I got the actual history. In war, Titus along with Vespasians created you a Jesus. This is where you get typology. And this is where the new Eve come in at. See, they're rewriting literally, this is what they all got in common. This is the golden rule. We don't give a fuck what happens all nations must agree to write all earth tone people out of history and put in the pale skin. That's it. And all is fair game until that is accomplished. And it reads, in 66 and 70 of the Jewish war in Galilee. That means they're fighting Israel. They're not in Judah. So that means they're fighting Joseph, Manasseh, Ephraim, Issachar, all them. Judah is in Idumea, Canaan. Down there closer to Egypt and them. Getting his dick sucked. Drinking wine and white milk and shit with those Jews and those Greco-Roman Persians. They're partying and whatever the fuck they doing. Galilee is where the house of Israel's at, where the kingdom split up. That's why Galilee is such an important place. Nero entrusts Vespasian on the screen with the task of bringing the Jews, really it was the Hebrews, into complete subjection. In the story, nigga, complete subjection. And who helped him? From Alexandria, Titus goes to meet his father at Ptolemais. In April 67, the Roman army under the command of the Trojan and Titus occupies Sepphoris, Gadara, Jabbathan, Jaffa, Tiberias, Chitria, and Megiddo, Gushala, and in October of 67, all Galilee is conquered by the Romans. They conquered all of northern Israel. This is where you get the Maccabee story in it, but it's taken out. You take that out and just talk about Judah fighting, and you have a Bible. Don't talk about the wars of Galilee and Samaria. Don't talk about them ones. Just talk about Judah. That's it. Because we use Judah's energy of hate and jealousy like Satan used Canaan's against Abel. And we can keep repeating this cycle called the Book of Dead. That sound familiar, Kimmit? Dog eat dog. World. Right? Anubis. Because a dog has more rights than the earth man. Right? The earth tone man and the earth tone woman, tone meaning talking to God, has less rights than the physical dog animal or Anubis / jackal, which have the book of what? The dead. Meanwhile, man, woman who is of the earth tone, color, tone, call on the creator of life, have the book of what? Life. Because the sun brings what? Life. When the sun goes down in the west, obviously Anubis, the dog, comes out to play. And y'all screen in your face. December of 69, Titus with the task of ending the war in Judea and returns to Rome. And he becomes emperor in 79 to 81. Now let's go back and read the book of Titus now. It reads a little different. Go to the book of Titus. Come on, Jesus. Where is the book of Titus? Right here. Bang, let you know I read it. I take notes. Now, if 14 up to 81, that's over 70 years of pure murderous emperors agreeing. And I do mean murderous, barbaric to the bits. And their agreement is to subject all, not a couple, not a handful, not a few generations, but all Hebrew Muslims and Jews who's practicing the Hebrew Muslim way of life, or anybody else, or to be subjected. Welcome to America. The Bank of the United States of Britain is saying witchcraft, devil's den, are the same family members and multicolored motherfuckers today. See the niggas at the bottom of the screen? Right there. So we know niggas is in it too. Africa, Moors. I'm going to get a new name. I don't want to be a part of America's. Well, too late. You've always been a part of this shit. Fucking hypocrites. The whole story. Alright? The empire and the early church. And this is Nero, remember? Nero is right here. So before you're even black, African American, Jamaican, or any of that shit, you are a subject to Rome. Everything else is an imagination. And since you're grown, keep your motherfucking fantasy. That's how you control the black woman. You give her a fantasy, and she'll sell the whole motherfucking farm. The rise of Annie Clark. Have you noticed the Illuminati? The hands above, below, the blood in the hands, soap rag, cross, bread, and thorns around your heart. See that? These are the same people. And this is not saying they're better, good, or right or wrong. We're just showing you Christianity. Alright? It came out in New Yorker. Check out their magazine. Illustrated by Christina Durora. That's her picture. That's her work. And so look at this. Forget about this. Then we're going to get into it. Show y'all what hell's like. Now, Troy and Trojan War here. Shetman and Wilhelm Dofef, the contemporary and successor, were pioneers at Troy in archaeological campaigns from 1871 to 1894. Carl Begin was the next archaeologist to provide a significant re-examination of the site from 1932 to 1938. After Blegen's excavations have been renewed since 1918. Germany and the University of Cincinnati. Early bronze Troy, Arenas, Constantine the Great. See, they got that information. The Mannonian, the Mycenaean period, Troy, Troy II, citadels. So you get all that. The gold of Troy, Premium's treasure, they could have got that. Gave to Berlin Museum, that's Germany. Then after that, when the Red Army overran Berlin, which is Germany, at the end of the Pushkin Museum in Moscow. When the Red Army overran Berlin at the end of World War II, they shipped their valuable treasures off to Russia. I just want to help y'all out with that. Now, Timothy. What did Timothy have to do with all of this in the Bible? It said this. This is Titus 2. You flip the page back over. See that? Put that work in. Yeah, I marked everything. So, we ain't reciting nothing. We gonna go word for word, line for line, history for history, universe for universe, and things that are tangible today. Because if they did it in here, you can do it today. That's how you know if it's real or not. Don't tell me some shit I can't do today. It's a waste of time. Chapter 2. Titus and Crete. Remember, Titus is an emperor. He's going for the title, emperor. He's like the Tyson of emperors. He's not with the bullshit. And he's going to get anybody and everybody that he can to rock with it. For there are also many rebels, idle talking, and deceivers, especially the Hebrew Muslims, where they call this Jewish Christians. See, the Hebrews was called Christians, but now you have these Jewish Hebrews who are called what? Jewish Christians. Facts. And it's in their scholarly section. And it's on the screen. Fuck. Bastard. Oh, I can't wait to get out this motherfucking place, man. Time's almost up, though. Just for a minute. And with this all new shit all over again. And that, for some reason, I found pleasure starting over, man. I done started over from scratch so many times. It's like, seriously, because it's like, it's one of these main things I live by. I wasn't born with it. Can't take it with me. So where I'll put a life. Life is invaluable. So I can't put things that'll perish next to an imperishable thing called the spirit. Does it make sense? And if the soul is connected to the imperishable, why would I want to put my soul next to something that eventually will run out? And I got to depend on the unseen to fill it back up anyway. So I'm right back to square one. But nonetheless, they took the money back to Russia. Let me finish reading this. It is imperative to silence them, see, as they are upsetting whole families by teaching the sordid gain that they should not. One of them, a prophet of their own office, said, Cretans have always been liars, vicious beasts, and lazy gluttons. That testimony is true, that they're liars, vicious beasts, dogs, and lazy gluttons, bestiality, obesity. Because that's what gluttony is. You're too fat. Like we read that other one with Jeshurun, or Yeshua, or Yeshurun, said he was waxed fat from what? His gluttonous ways. So Jesus, Jeshurun, and the Cretes and Titus were all in the Gospels saying how Jesus is the Word of God. But the Red Army overran the end of the war. They shipped their gold to Russia. But this Catholic crusade here on both sides didn't say they brought Jesus with the gold and the treasure. Get the gold, get the treasure, get the bag. We'll call Jesus later. Matter of fact, Jesus can save himself. He got his ass up off that cross. He get his ass up off that motherfucking situation because we got to go. That sounds like that thief that says, hey, if you can jump off that cross, nigga, save yourself. Yeah, I can't. I got to do my Father's will first. Yeah, what? Die like everybody else. Therefore, admonish them. Alexa, what do admonish mean?
Among Us is a 2018 online multiplayer social deduction game developed and published by American game studio Innersloth. The game was inspired by the party game Mafia and the science fiction horror film The
Alexa, stop. Admonish. Alexa, admonish. What does that mean?
From News.com. Admonish, a verb dating to the 14th century meaning to express warning or disapproval in a gentle, earnest, or solicitous manner, generated enough curiosity to crown it Merriam-Webster's Word of the Year for 2009.
So what are we supposed to do to these beasts, liars, and they're vicious?
I don't know that.
I know I didn't ask you a question. Cancel. Now, we're supposed to go over there, ass naked, to a bear and say, hey, bear, I just want to come over there and pet your cubs. Fuck it. I just want to come play with them for a little while. I guess the bear says, okay, fuck it, I trust you. You look like a nice guy. Sure. This is a vicious beast. There's a poisonous snake. And he's minding his business. And he goes over and he says, hey, Mr. Snake, can I sing you a rap song? And the guy gets bit. That's funny. Go over here to this vicious fucking society, gluttonous, admonish them sharply, so that they may be sound in the faith instead of paying attention to Hebrew myths. Now look at that today. How many black preachers and black teachers then went into a beast-like community, especially when crack days was out, and DC, LA, New York was filled with beasts, vicious niggas too. Rape, crime, man, vicious is now the new Savage now. Big up to 21 Savage, but nonetheless, Savage. Now we don't want it to be in Barbies, as in barbarians. Now we have male and female barbarians. Now our children are becoming zombies. What you say to me? I said, how you doing? Nigga, that's disrespectful. Bang. Now my brains is all over the fucking concrete. And now he goes, make a record about how he took my life. Wow. Because it says, instead of paying attention to what? The Ten Commandments, which is what? They call it a Hebrew myth. Because Jesus said, you can't do the Ten Commandments. They're too hard. Christians say, it's too hard to follow God, so we get to do this and this way. It's a myth to do the 42 laws of Ma'at with the Ten Commandments along with AA. It's a myth. Hebrew Muslim is a myth. It's not real. You're either Islam, Christian, Jew, black, white, this, that. If it ain't any of these, it's a myth. And regulations of people who have repudiated this truth. But they said Jesus is a Jew, but the same line, Timothy 2 says that it's a myth. So they're telling you that Jesus the Jew is a myth in Titus, in the Troy and Trojan War with the Romans. Because in World War II, they knew to take the gold and the treasure to Russia up the Black Sea or the Caspian Sea. They come down here and fuck with you niggas. The Jews. Ashkenazis, you know. So now we have a war going on today. And since America is in bed with what? All four tribes of the Jews, Sephardic, Ashkenazi, and the other one, you got to go fight against Russia. Because you're part of the European Union, Germany. So what's up with this treasure from World War II? Right there. So let's get into this witchcraft on how all this ties in to history. How this ties into history. Well, we'll put this up here for you. Last one, real quick. No, I don't want you to download it. I want you to display. I don't want no download. Here we go. Now, the fathers know the best. These your fathers? Surely not mine. They don't know what's best for me. It's not in their blood to know what's best for me. We hope what's in their blood know what's best for humanity. Your essential guide to the teachings of the early church by Jimmy Atkin. Foreword by Marcus Grotti. You notice the double cross. You see the hand gesture. You see the other hand gesture right here. Let me see if we're still recording. I'm running my damn mouth. Nope. Oh, we're still recording, okay. Right in the trash. You put the trash. Fuck it. Somebody told me don't turn the lights out, man. This is some bullshit. Okay, get the fuck out of here. I swear. Can't wait. What we got? Alright. Now, and you know what's crazy? That's called a German roach. And come to find out, them motherfuckers came over here with the Germans. They brought their roaches. We had our own kind of roaches, and they're not. Our roaches were healthy. Germany brought these roaches where they like electricity, like they eating your shit. Then they go through shit, through the walls, and just take over your whole fucking house. That's the only roach in America, the German roach, that's in the ghetto. And that's funny because German, Jew, ghetto, poor, filth. But the roaches is not about filth. It's just ghetto, roach, Germany, Jew. That's where the word ghetto come from. So that's why we get German roaches in our black ghettos. You know what's funny about that? I had a sister who married a German. Fucking roach. Unbelievable, man. Zeus. Got that for you. Got that history. Oh, look at that Titus thing I always wanted to tell y'all about. Here we go. Bang. Bang, look at Titus, y'all. Titus in your Bible. Legion. How many legions? When they came back and found out. Look. Titus attacks the fortress Antonia to lie and fall in the hands of the Romans who razed it to the ground. In circumstance, Titus is proclaimed emperor. That's in your Bible. That has nothing to do with the truth. That's why it says you have to rightly divide the word up, study to show yourself approved. Vespasian occupies all cities around Jerusalem, Kafina, like Akubulan. We get Akabatane, Bethel, Ephraim, Joseph's land, Hebron, Hebrew, Moses, Aaron, Hebronites. Hebron is the father of Moses. Ephraim and Manasseh are the children of Joseph. So that's how Hosea, Ephraim, Moses, Hebronite become the savior of Israel. Why? Because Titus is in there destroying Judah for his bullshit and wanting to play Jesus music. This is where Judah, Jesus, Bible becomes a horror film. This is Judah's doing an ass whooping along with the children of Israel in Judah or Jerusalem, because you like fantasies and stories and other gods. Judah. Mind you, Nero has already came into Galilee and fucked Israel up, the 10 tribes. We're already banging, called the hammers. Judah's not even thinking about us right now because there's a story about Judah refusing to come help us before Nero get there. So Nero hit us up. Judah said, fuck us. So Nero and Titus and them get together. They didn't weaken us. Now they in Judah banging his butthole out. And that's why we have a bunch of Greco-Roman, Judah, Israelite, Hebrew, Christian, Islamite, backstabbing, backbiting, witchcraft niggas. Pink Panther motherfuckers. Damn, I just gave y'all the whole fucking Bible in about 10 minutes. Wait till we drop that story in the movies and all that. This is true history. Unadulterated, unabridged, and been proven by scholars all over the planet, and the dead and the undead. Debate. Now let's get to this witch thing, Facebook, YouTube, and everybody else who think I'm the hater. Y'all just said to subject me and my bloodline forever. What am I supposed to say and do? To sit and say, okay, subject me. Okay. Oh, cause that's a black woman. Okay. Oh, cause that's a black man. He's big. I'm supposed to be scared. No. Never. Can't use me. No black Jew, white Jew. No black man, black woman. None of that bullshit. Magic. Control me. I ain't one of them. Okay, black man, a black woman of the church. Now you notice I didn't get into any titles. I didn't mention no titles. Because they're irrelevant. Let's break down this witchcraft. Then we're going to go into what I've already prophesied to you guys. Let's get it. I should have put my phone to this. Let's see. No, get that app. I can't never learn how to use that blue Bible, man. I say everybody else use that blue Bible. I try that shit. That shit do not work for me. Straight up. That shit never work. Never. God damn it. Phone. There you go. Thank you. This motherfucker ever. Shit. Brenda been having, even if it's Tupac, Brenda been had another baby waiting on this motherfucking app to work. What the hell happened? Oh, see? Look at that bullshit. Maybe I'm impatient. That could be. Hey, Panato, I like this zoom in, zoom out shit. This is the shit. Straight up. Gave my videos a little more flavor to it. I'm definitely conscious. Hey, Panato, I ain't gonna hold you. As soon as I get a little bit more paper coming in, I'm definitely getting a full subscription to your video recording thing, man. Wanna let y'all know, man. Just wanna, yo, heads up. You know what? No. Fuck that. Cause somebody been scan my shit before I do and be all in my I'm cool. Nope. Alright, let's get to this. What we got? Let's break this down. Let's break this down, let's break this down. Now this is attributed, this video is attributed to horses. This is called Island of Witches. This is their video on YouTube. I'm using this to confirm all the hours of research and videos and teaching I've been sharing with y'all over the years before this one. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or anybody who think they want to copyright, tag my shit, whatever. These are confirmations. All my videos, all my videos, all my videos, all my videos are original. And not once the same. I pray. I might have posted a double or two, but not that many. I think I posted the same video. I think about 4 videos out of thousands of videos. I think I posted the same one 3 times. Fuck it, I'm about to roll a blunt. I'm about to roll a blunt. Yeah, that's something, man. Nice little blunt in the morning. But then this is, oh, it's black sapphire. Okay, those are this grape shit. Flavor. You're ready for the bomb. You're ready for the bomb. Get ready for the bomb. Let me see what we look like on Facebook. Excuse me. See what we got here. Okay, we good. Alright, we're still rocking and rolling. Alright, we rocking. We rocking. We rocking. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and break this down.
Throughout history, Iceland has displayed an immense tradition of witchcraft. Within the horrifically oppressive landscape, magic was not just on the fringes of society. It was a tool for everyday survival. This tradition persisted through Christianization in ways unseen.
It was used as a tool. Now, if I'm going to build me a nigga, I got to make sure I got the right tools. Like a carpenter, I have to build my church. You see, with nails, cursed wood, carpenter, and then nailing some motherfucker on that house or that church. Well, can you imagine building a church or building a house? Joseph is a carpenter. Jesus is the tool. And Peter is the foundation. You heard that, right? Tools, carpenter, nails, wood, cross, red and blue mason colors, pillars. Got you thinking it's Hiram Biff and blah 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 blah. But it ain't but a bunch of motherfuckers talking shit. It's a tool for governing everyday life. You heard him say that. He put the caption on. That's what I like. I like captions. This tradition persisted through Christianization in ways unseen. That says a lot. Let's get it.
Across most of the developed world.
That was fast. Let's go back to that.
That should have stamped out paganism entirely only seemed to galvanize Iceland. Throughout history, Iceland has displayed an immense tradition of witchcraft. Within the
Get a big picture on this. Y'all need to see this. Bang. That circle is what I see downtown Pittsburgh. And I got this circle around the Big Bear and Little Bear in our native language, we will call that. But in the Greco world, they say that is the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper. And they have a circle like that. They do have a circle. And then they have, I think, 24 pillars and another 48 pillars. But that's not their witchcraft. I'm just noticing the two circles. stretching this motherfucker. I'm up here trying to stretch shit. Paul. So, now you know that the harvest, food, everyday life, food, alright?
Horrifically oppressive landscape, magic was not just on the fringes of society. It was a tool for everyday survival.
So now, Black America, it is a tool for everyday survival. Now get this. What if they mastered their tool? Who mastered this tool that got all of Black America under a spell for everyday survival of their people? You see what they're doing? This is how black people live in America on our own land. And everyday survival that we've been given is selling drugs, sex, money, and murder. That's our tool for everyday survival. These niggas is in Iceland. Survival. I ain't heard not one story about them slinging narcotics. They ain't got no Bible, obviously. So they get magic, aka witchcraft. For what? A tool for everyday survival. Now, if you sell coochie, you surviving. If you like killing innocent people for insurance money, obviously you're surviving, huh? So every time I see somebody, I say, yo, how you doing, man? He said, man, I'm just trying to survive. Oh, shit. I'm running. I'm gonna let you know now. Let motherfucker tell me, oh, man, I'm just trying to survive. I'm out. Because you'll do anything. And you'll sacrifice anything.
This tradition persisted through Christianization.
See the goat in the titties? Goat to the bone. And I hope you notice, there was females with devils. And now look at the black female to your left and the black female to your right. And then look at the transgender black man to your left and to your right and say this is a different table. And the same was sitting in the middle of the table of the wicked black woman and the demonic black man who was transgender. They enjoy that shit. Is what's on that table is the body of Jesus. Oh, it's about to get gory in a minute. We're about to show you some shit in a minute. How they ate, literally, their enemy. They ate the fuck out that nigga. You know why they can't find half of our dead people? Because they ate us. Yeah. I know it's heavy. Ooh, that's some good shit. Yeah, you gotta smoke. Cause this shit is life changing. This will shake you up out your shit. That's what have you really look at the millionaire to your left and the broke nigga to your left, to your right, and say, which one of you motherfuckers is a demon? I'm gonna guess the one with all the money's a demon, and I'm running. Come on, broke nigga. Come on, poor nigga, we out. We'll keep this little money. That demon money will get you killed.
In ways unseen across most of the developed.
There you go, put you over the catch. For those of you that don't believe in demons, the devil is the one in the circle. That's man. Demons are the ones that's coming out the fucking floor. Okay? People are not demons. Demons are inside the devil. This demon is not inside that devil because he's in a circle or a sigil. But if you're practicing dark magic and you don't have the proper shit, then that demon becomes a devil. And that persona of a man or woman is out the door. Notice I use the word persona, short for personality. And so you'll have a new personalism that's not of your own. In fact, Elvis has left the shitter. He left the shitter. I'll show you all that.
World. Events that should have stamped out paganism entirely only seem to galvanize Icelanders' conviction in their native culture. Today, pagan tradition lingers in Iceland in ways both mundane and tremendously significant. As a result, we now have access to the contents of spellbooks, the names of famous sorcerers.
So when you see on that purse a CC, when you see on that belt a GG, when you're looking at these alphabets, Mr. and Mrs. Hood Rich, rapper, artist, movie maker, BET Awards, and you're putting Versace, not Versace, Versace, and his family crest using the Greek Medusa, let you know that they worship what they worship. And then you say, Jesus, peace. Thank you for your honesty. Because people that don't know, obviously you're not lying to them if they don't know. Let me say that again. A lie is a truth Only the people that don't know. It's a lie. So we're here to tell you whether I'm here or not. It's always going to stand on its own. Let's finish Christianity.
The step-by-step procedures.
In the Bible, what did he say about sorcerers? Let me get that. Revelations. I'm already there. All right. I'm already there. What did he say? We just read that to confirm what we read yesterday. Now, outside or dogs, the sorcerers, famous sorcerers in step-by-step procedures. Revelations chapter 22, outside the motherfucking let me read the whole thing. Blessed are those who wash their robes, so as to have the right to the tree of life, and enter the city through its gates. Blessed are those who wash their robes white, so they may enter through the gates, right? They have the right. They have the right to the tree of life. That's your right to the tree of life. You have a right to that. And enter through the gates. That's your right after you wash your robes white. Now, outside of all that shit are the dogs. So when you bring a dog or price of a prostitute to the temple of God to worship, you're defiled, you're abomination. So that confirms the outside are the dogs. And the sorcerers who do what? Step-by-step procedures
Of medieval Icelandic magic.
Bang. So now, you see the pierced hands and feet. That right there is a picture in your brain that they put on your soul brain and your computer brain of Jesus dying on the cross. All you got to do is fill in the blanks. See, when you think of your Lord and Savior, now you put him on the cross and you see the heart in the middle with 3 arrows and it got shit spelled backwards. And unless you understand what DI is I or S is I forgot the letters right now. Shit. Because I know the language, but I got it. It's like a puzzle. It's like a dimensional cube of languages, and because if you fuck it up, the whole teaching from when you first started years ago till now be fucked up. It got to be bang. Dia is God. Is that a J? Is the S and J? Or V and S? Somewhere I think V, U, and S. Don't quote me on it. Is God, period, SNSMVES. If you Google that thing, the computer will do it for you while they still got it up. The SMG, SAB, LIS, because V is normally an S, and the S is a different sound. Beta. Anyway, what the picture says is double cross. I'm out already. You got one part of cross from my hands and the lower part of my cross from my feet. And you got my heart. Fire being poured into my heart. Blood, fire, the illumination of the hands and feet being what? Cut off. See, and this was the scary part when I first seen this photo. His hands is cut off. His legs is cut off. And his heart is out. Where's the rest of him? And this is where you get national security, Homeland Security, America. The zombie apocalypse. The zombie apocalypse. How the fuck you gonna worship Jesus with just only his hands and feet? And then say he's right on the cross. I see he's not on the cross because you cut off his hands and feet to get him off the cross. In other words, the nigga is on the cross, right? Cool. We got that. You fucked up, nigga. You fucked up. You took him off the cross. But my question is, if he resurrected, how did you get hands and feet with holes in them? And where is his body? Oh, I forgot. My blood is the liberation, and my body is supposed to eat. And then when you eat that, my body, I'm the major part of the cross, and then you embody the cross with me. And so when everybody pick up the cross, an idea, they'll remember you through you drinking my blood and eating me, because they'll raise me with you and you with me. Then I'm going to my Father. Who's that? The God of dead. Because sorcery is outside where the tree of life is not. So if I'm supposed to have the right to the tree of life, I don't want to do this. Because the opposite of life is death. Not because I said so. Because it says don't eat from the tree of what? Good and evil. Or life and death. Don't eat that shit. Okay. What I am going to eat, though, is from the tree of life because it bears good fruit. Right? And in that fruit, there's life-giving things. Information, governments, ideas, creativity, And that's another 10 million videos right there. But this, outside of that, outside the 10 Commandments, outside the 42 laws of Ma'at, there are dogs, Anubis, death, black, absorb light but don't reflect none, black, unconscious, black. It's not part of the colors of the earth tone because it's black. And it means death, black. So with those facts, it has no tree of life in its language. It can't comprehend the tree of life. It can't comprehend that type of light. Why? Because it's outside the kingdom. So to you Masons and you witchcraft motherfuckers, Eastern Star devils, you covenant devils who've taken this sorcery and brought it into the pharmaceutical world and took the health of the venom of the snake and made it a natural poison where you don't die, you be zombified. This is what they do. The unchastity, whores, the murderers, gangbangers, mafias, cartels and shit like that. American governments, foreign governments, private corporations, murderers, right? The idol worshippers. These are stories, not my idols. I'll sell this shit in a minute. That shit get too heavy. Shit, yo. And depending on the pressure, yeah, that price get very, very wavy. Shit, so 50, 400, 300, 1,000. That ain't what I'm saying to you, niggas. I'm saying it in my head. What the Lord's gonna take for this shit so I can go. I got shit to do. And plus, I take all my losses and turn them into new investments. That's why I don't ever fall. So you want the book on how to do that. We don't play games, so we ain't gonna say ball till you fall. We're gonna say keep rolling so you'll never have to worry about falling. And turn into a child where you have to play with balls. Shit, I want to play with my own balls. And it says this: idol worshippers and all who love and practice deceit. Is that you? No. Not you, rich black judge, Mr. Black Cop, Mr. Black government official, black mayors, and black, hey, fight! I don't know. Mr. I'm the outstanding white guy. You got money. Mr. Successful white guy. Or Mr. Japanese, Chinese, or just say Asian. Mr. I know what the best for the world, because my ancient teaching says this is the straight path for everybody to do. And for the godless, look at me. You know, the peacock type of people. You hedonists, you know. I'm surprised McCormick doesn't have a seasoning for you different flavor motherfuckers. Hey McCormick, let's come up with a new seasoning for these niggas. Yeah, I got a new lyric for that name McCormick. Big ups. I tend to come down and eat at your restaurant one day. I like the way it sits. But it says outside are the dogs, the sorcerers, the unchastity, the murderers, the idol worshippers, and all who love and practice deceit. This is in Revelations. Okay, Isa, Islam, Elijah Muhammad, Farrakhan, unfortunately, Malcolm X, probably didn't get a chance to tell y'all that. Unfortunately, Martin Luther King, we know didn't get a chance to tell you that. And many others, like John Henry Clark and all them, didn't get a chance to tell you that. Let's check out Jesus, Isa, Yeshua, Yahweh, Ben Yahweh, and all these other sorcerers.
This documentary will cover the entirety of witchcraft in Iceland, from its earliest inhabitant.
Now understand, it's Iceland. Christmas, winter, January, Halloween comes right before that, so you see about the cutting of the hands, and there's no body on the cross, and they're saying drink blood and eat bodies, parts. And in that one picture, you see a child on the table. We ran the video up, rewind. Okay, we still recording? Okay. Why? Tell you, why is that playing? Let's go.
Its blood sacrifices and the contents of medieval spell books to the surprising presence of pagan tradition in modern-day Iceland. The subject is dark, esoteric, and at times bizarre. But at the end of it, we can
Okay, stop that. Now, something's going on here. I could have swore I put on screen share. Damn! Wow! All this time I did not have on screen share. Damn. You know what? I'm glad I did read the names to all those books and those pamphlets. Sheesh! I'm up here showing, I don't think I'm showing you the photos and the proof of what I read into the Bible. God, man. This is some bullshit. I'm thinking folks is following along. There should be a screen share button on here somewhere, like if you want to screen share or unscreen share, some shit like that. I got a feeling I done fucked up, y'all. Damn! Straight up. Whole 2 hours of my fucking face on here. Damn! Nah, that can't happen. I think that did happen. Yup. My fault, y'all. Hey, I apologize, guys, man. Damn. But, you know, that was educational, too. So let's get into the photos of this and break down this video. See you in a minute for part 2. Isa, Jesus versus Osee, Hosea. Your host, Hosea Omar, Hosea. So I thank you for hanging out. We're gonna go ahead and get this right. I'll click right back on.